Hello, welcome to Frontiers in your first screencast. I'm going to teach you how to use an Excel spreadsheet. Go ahead and open up the student version, Frontier student version. You should see something like this pop up on your screen. You should start with the spreadsheet practice first. If you jump into space and time, you might find things confusing. It's usually better just to try to learn to use a spreadsheet first and learn those skills and then apply it to something. So here we go. I'm going to just jump right in. I'm going to highlight this cell, D3. Okay, and we're going to go up here what's called the formula bar. I'm going to put an equation in. I'm going to say the equation is going to say, let's take the cell D2, 5 times 1. Okay, cell C3. Hit enter, and sure enough, it's 5. Now, if I were to go ahead, I could take this equation and pull it all the way down. Okay, so all I did was take the little box right here and I said, I'm going to pull the equation down. But that's not right. 5 times 5 is not 600, so something's wrong. Let's go figure out what. Okay, what I really want to say is 5. I want to make certain that this D2 stays as D2 when I pull it all the way down. And the way to do that is I'm going to tell Excel, don't move this number. I'm going to put dollar signs in front of those things. Enter. Okay, so now we have something that looks a little bit different. This cell right here, this formula tells it don't move when I pull down. So watch what happens now. Pull down and everything looks good. Okay, so this is D2. So if you take the cell and I just move the arrows down, watch the formula bar. See that? That's a good formula bar. Okay, now I'll do it one more time. Okay, it's equal to 4 times 1. Enter. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hold that 4 in place with dollar signs. Okay, enter. And now I'm going to pull it down and it's going to be great. Okay, now here's another speedier way to do it. I'm going to take that equation, I'm going to pull it across this way. And of course it's wrong. Now watch what happens here. I'm going to go up and click on that formula bar, and now the colors tell me which cells are highlighted. So with that blue, I want to be the 3, and the red, I want to be the 1. Enter. And do the same with this one. Click on the formula bar. The 4, I want to be the 2, and the 4, I want to be the 1. Enter. Last one. 4, I want to be the 1, and the 3 to be the 1. Enter. So now I have all those 3, and I can pull these down all together. And everything's correct. 1 times 9 is 9. 1 times 5 is 5. 2 times 5 is 10. 3 times 3 is 9. And so I've made a data table using formulas, using my formula bar. And you can check your formula bar, okay, by just scrolling up and down with my arrow keys. Now I'm going to try something else here. I want to take this whole thing and I'm going to divide it by this number 10. And I don't want that to change, so I'm going to put dollar signs in front of it. Enter. Okay. And same with this one here. I'm going to do the same thing. Divided by this number 10. You're probably asking yourself, well, Dr. C, how come you just don't put 10 right there? I mean, it'd be so much easier. Well, I'm going to show you in a minute. So I'm going to pull that down. Okay, and all the numbers are fine. So you can now see the only thing changing is that one cell, column C. And now watch this. Let's say I want to make an estimation. I didn't mean to divide by 10. I meant to divide by 100. Boop. Whoa. That's why I didn't put a 10 there. Now I can use this to estimate, and I can make any number I want. 0.001. Okay, and I can divide these numbers by any number I care to divide by. How about pi? Perfect, okay? Or I can just say, leave them as is and divide by 1. So play around with this, okay? Play around until you get comfortable. Then when you're ready, click on the space-time tab. Now on this one, you're going to have to fill in to get some data that you're going to use. So over here, you've got some activities. How fast do you think you can swim? Run? I might go outside and set up a little distance, okay, and get a speed. Now remember, you're going to put your speed in miles per hour or kilometers per hour. So let's say I can swim, I have no idea, 100 miles per hour, because I'm a really fast swimmer. And the ocean, you got to look it up. You may have to look on the internet for this one, is 10 miles deep, okay? So if I were going to swim to the bottom of the ocean, I'm going to have to put that formula in. So if I'm going 100 miles per hour, 100 miles per hour, and miles per hour, and I'm swimming 10 miles, I don't know, I can't figure this out. Usually I have to write these equations out on paper and then go ahead and type them in and then get them so that this is my dollar sign and I'll be able to pull this down, all right, and get these ideas of what I'm supposed to do. But make sure you look. I want minutes in this column, days in this column, years in this column, centuries in this column, and centuries in this column. So you're going to have to get estimates of how fast you can go, how far you have to go, and how long it's going to take you. Should be very interesting. And then when you're done, you can actually play around with this and say, well, if I swim, I really only swim 2 miles per hour. And it will go ahead and make changes to your equations and your data here. All right? Good luck. If you have any questions, your teacher should be able to help you. That's it.